Hello everyone, my name is Sayeda Dania Nizami and I am creating this video on advising. So this video is divided into three separate videos. In this video, we will only talk about the importance of advising and how you can find your academic advisor and why you need advising. Okay, so let's get started. Thing is, many students ask why advising, why we need advising, whether you are a computer science student or you have any other major. Okay, so you need to find your academic advisor first. Why advising is important. With my experience, like I had so many students in the past who come to me in my office and they were like, we are almost done with our degree. We are only left with math classes. And there you're like, no, you are not done with your degree if you're left with your math classes. And sometimes they are in math 98 or math 91 or pre-calc 1, and then they have a long series of math to complete. Sometimes they are completing the wrong classes, which doesn't go along with the transfer process. And sometimes there are students who are spending like 4 years where they have to spend only 2 years at Highline, and they're spending 4 years just to complete their transfer requirements, complete their degree requirements, plus they have to complete their running start requirements as well. So for that, you need to meet with your academic advisor so that he or she can guide you along with your transfer classes, along with your running start requirements, like how you can complete your AA or AS degree in computer science or in any other major. So let's get started. A faculty advisor will do. Sometimes students are like, we already know what classes to take. I have a sibling, I have my parents, they're already professors, or maybe they are working in the industry and they already know the knowledge. I'm asking my friends. That's not a good idea. Like even if you have all that of resources, like if you have approach on all those resources, still there is no harm just to contact your advisor, just to check, hey, these are the list of classes I'm planning to take. What do you think of this? Are they look okay? You just need, a thumbs up from your advisor. Yeah, you're good to go. Yeah, these classes looks okay. What we can do is, if you're like coming from scratch, you have no idea which university you want to transfer, which degree you want to pursue, even you don't know which major you are planning to go in and what those major looks like, right? For that, you need to contact your faculty advisor. We will plan your classes. We will guide you towards your scholarships. We will guide you about, like the career advice is about where there is an example. There was one student who was in my programming class in my Java 1, and he was like, I don't understand programming. Like, it's really hard for me to continue with this programming class, and I'm really good in computers. And it's like, how you are good in computers? He was like, I can fix computers. I'm the go-to person at my home. Like, if anyone need any help with fixing the computers, I'm the person to go for computer. But when it comes to the major, the degree, this programming class, I don't understand. Like, I am not getting along, or this is not something for me. And you fix your computers, he was working with the hardware part. So I guided him that no, you have, this is software development, the programming part. You need to go to the IT, or you can go in networking or cybersecurity. These are different fields in computer science. And he was like, yeah, that's the thing, that's my passion, that's really what I want you to do. So here we can advise you different path. If you don't like programming, that's okay. I have different options for you. I can guide you. We have web developer, and I can also guide you what are the job scope you have in those fields. Finding campus resources, overcoming obstacles, transfer university choices. That's the most important one, for especially for computer science major, because we offer the transfer degree, and most popular degrees are AA and AS. Control what university you have in mind if you don't get accepted in one of them. Okay, then transfer university applications. And there is a thing with transfer university applications, and many students had issue in the past. There are two applications. You need to be a UW student first, and then you have to apply in the computer science major. So that's where students get messed up. Students just apply, they get accepted at UW, and they're like, oh, we got accepted. And then when it comes to classes, they won't let you register for the classes because you're not accepted for the major. You're just accepted as a UW student. What is an academic plan? Okay, so list of classes. If you're a running start student, okay, so you have some running start requirements as well, and you are planning to go to UW, Seattle, Tacoma, Bothell, or any other university, they have their requirements as well. Sometimes what happens is to the Running Start student, they're just completing their Running Start requirement and completing AA or AS in the easiest way possible, which is not helpful because then they have to spend an extra year just to complete the transfer requirements. So if you come to an advisor, when you come to me, especially, I ask two questions: which degree you are pursuing, is it AA or AS, and which university you want to transfer. And if you don't have any knowledge, just ask me, or you have to just watch my next videos on those, and then it will answer most of your questions. Take classes in correct order when offered, just like the example I started with the math class. Some students are like, we are new to college, I will go easy, as taking as easy classes as possible, and don't want to take math. I want to keep math for the end part. And there is no end part for math. You need to start taking math from the very first quarter, because you need to take the math placement test, see where you stand, and then start your math classes as soon as possible. Because some science classes, especially when you are in computer science major, you have some science classes have the requirements of math. And if you have not taken certain level of math, you won't be able to register for those classes. So, and plus, especially for computer science, you have to take at least Calc 3, which is Math 163, at least, to get into UW, Seattle, Tacoma, Bothell. Like, these are the most popular universities so far, but even I will show you a degree chart for rest of the universities as well. And along with these 3 universities, their math requirements. So you need to start your math as early as possible, like from the very first quarter. Math is a must. The other important situation, Running Start, International, like everyone have a different degree plan. So these videos are for journal students. Like, so every student have a different requirement depending on what classes they have taken in their high school, or in their, what classes are transferred from different institutions from different countries. Okay. Why you need a plan? It will help you save your time, money, and effort. There was one student who was like, I don't care about the money because I'm on financial aid, or my company is paying for it, or my parents are paying for this. So I don't care. I can take as many classes you want, or I can repeat the classes. First of all, it's not about money. Mostly, I would say it's about your time, especially in computer science field. When you are in computer science, where you have a new technology every day, and there are changes every day. So you need to complete your degree as early as possible and just start working in the industry. So, and it will save your effort as well. Why you have to take so many of extra classes or repeating classes? Sometimes students are taking like arts and music and drama. Like, these classes are good, but do you have space in your degree, or do you have time for taking these classes? If you are, even if you have money, you need to complete your bachelor's first, and then you can, or if you have space, then I usually tell students, okay, yeah, you have an open choice over here. You can take music or art class right now. But if you don't have space, or if you don't have time, and you are just wasting your time, because then later on you have to take the required transfer classes, and it will just add up to your time. Your advisor will help you save your time and effort. Okay, it will basically help you succeed. Math completion. So again, with the math, it's very important. Even if you don't want to meet with your advisor, even if you don't would know where your advisor is, or you are having a hard time and the deadline is there, you need to register for your math class. You must know which math class you need to take next, because they are all in series. College math is a required part of every degree, especially with the computer science major. Completing math sooner rather than later is encouraged. Math is fun. Which math you need, it depends on your program of study. So if you are in computer science, so here's the degree path. Okay, so first of all, you have to take the math placement test. I think that's on your next slide, where you can find the details of math placement test, depending on your math grade. Okay, so that test is a very, very good way of, saving your quarter. So if you feel like you are a self-learner, you can watch YouTube videos, do some learning. If you have taken some math 10 years back, 5 years back, and you're like, I don't know, keep studying. Okay, you have to be prepared for the math. You can save your quarter if you are, depending on what math placement you have so far. So this, for example, you are placed in math 98, and for computer science, you need to go for math 141, 142, 151, 152, and Math 163. So depending on which university you want to transfer, which I will discuss later, again, you need to meet with your advisor depending on your degree as well, which degree you are pursuing. But at least for every student, at least they have to come to this level. Math 151 is a must for every student. So with Math 98, and maybe you're placed in Math 81, 91, 98. So you will follow this first line. You will follow this first path of math for computer science major. And this is your math placement details. This is the website. You can go, you can take the test. There are sample tests available as well. You can, before directly jumping onto the test, make sure you take a look at the sample test and see where you stand and how much time you need more to get prepared for that test. Okay, so meet with your advisor every quarter. Okay, schedule an appointment before next quarter registration, bringing information about progress, changes, obstacles, concern, future. For me, when I tell my students, sometimes I just create their schedule for like 2 quarters. I don't create schedule for like a whole year or 2 year as a whole, because sometimes you fail a class, sometimes you drop a class, sometimes you're on a wait list, sometimes you have some family issues and you just take a break from your academic goal. It will cause a depression sometimes to students that, oh, I was supposed to complete it by 2020, spring 2020 or fall 2020, and now it will delay my 1 quarter because I'm on the wait list, I drop a class or fail a class. So I don't want to go in that situation, right? So 2 quarters, I will create your schedule for 2 quarters so that you have time to see, okay, we are going on the track, and I will have enough time to complete my degree for the whole 2 years program. Okay, and then you also have an option. You don't have to get the AA or AS. You can just complete their admission requirements and then you can transfer, which we will discuss later. Again, meet with your advisor each quarter. Your keep academic plan requirements. Sometimes things change. See, the prereq, some classes have prereq, some physics classes are offered once a year, some computer science classes are offered, elective courses are offered once a year. For that, you need to consult with your advisor, like, is this a good choice? Is they are, even if you have a sibling who just recently graduated from Highline, or who just working in industry, and he or she is guiding you, still list your classes, what classes you are planning to take, and send it to your advisor that this is my degree plan, I'm pursuing AA, these are my list of classes, and I'm planning to go to UW Seattle. Just you have to write this email. One email will save your time, will save your effort. There are no extra charges, there are no extra tuitions, like it will not harm you in any way. It's just like you just need a thumbs up from your advisor that yes, your classes looks good, you're good to go. There are some changes which universities make, and they inform all the computer science instructors or like the faculty members or the advisors, depending on the major first. And we know those details. We can guide you in a way that, okay, these are some changes. There are changes recently occurred at UW Seattle in their transfer requirement. So it's better you take this class instead of taking this class, because maybe your sibling or your friend graduated 1 year back or 2 years back. So at that point, the requirements were different, but now they are planning to make this change. So it's better for you to take this class instead, because it will benefit you in the future. So that's what advisor do. Okay, so there are no extra fees, extra charge. Just consult. If you feel like you know the classes, just consult. You just need, again, this email template which I have just mentioned. You just have to share that email template with your advisor. Just a thumbs up, you need that, good to go. Keep updated on the best way to achieve your long-term career goals. Again, if you plan to change your degree in the middle, you're like, no, programming is getting hard in the middle, I don't think this is for me. I heard from my friends that data science is a new field, artificial intelligence is booming, and I'm thinking to go in that field. Again, you have an option. You have Running Start, we have international students. So both of them, like this, both of the major category have different requirements to complete. For that, you need to consult with your Running Start advisor as well. So if you're a Running Start student, when you come to me, you have to come up with a list of classes which is required by your high school as well. So you need to meet with your Running Start advisor And for international student as well, you need to make sure that you meet with your international program advisor to maintain your visa status and get access to other resources as well. Okay, so come up with all, if you are one of these categories. Okay, so you need to meet those advisors first and then come to the faculty advisors. Communication is the key. Your faculty advisor is committed to helping you to be successful. Our only goal being an advisor is just to make sure that you are reaching your goal. And if I receive any news mid of the quarter, during the quarter, I do share it with my classes, like announce in my classes, Canvas courses, and try to, spread it out as much as possible. But sometimes students who are already done with my Java 1 and Java 2, and they are planning to apply next quarter or next year to any four-year college, they are out of my reach sometimes. So that's why, as an advisor, I will stay in touch as long as you are with Highline. I'm staying with you. So you can contact me whenever you are planning to transfer, and you can even tell me when you are accepted at these universities and you're pursuing your goal. Do contact me and tell me, like, how was your experience and so that I can guide other students as well. So I do contact with my previous students who got accepted at UW, Seattle, and Tacoma and Botha. I want to hear from every institute, every four-year institute, so that I can guide my other students as much as possible. Okay, which I will share in the future. Right now, like, what was the things I just got to know from my students and what did they share. There are many paths, there are many choices. So again, if you feel overwhelmed with the degree requirements, no, I'm not able to complete my physics series. Physics is not required for computer science. I have other option for you. Do come to me and I will show you. Okay, so don't take stress. You only need to be successful, and we will make you successful in your field. Just like the example I shared, there was about the student who was like, I'm good in computer science, but he was like, I'm not understanding this programming. Which part you like the most? Okay, so he was like, computer hardware parts, I can fix the computer. So he can be a good IT manager in any of the big companies in the future if he's passionate, if he knows, or if he loves what he's doing so far. Okay, so you need to be just, pick which part you like the most. You need to pick your choices. You need to see your paths. And if you don't know, always come to me and I will share you how to find the advisor, who is your advisor. So for that, you have to go to myinfo.highline.edu, or any full-time faculty member can be your advisor at Highline College. And if you are in a class enrolled with a part-time instructor, you can ask that instructor to guide you who's the full-time instructor or who is the coordinator of that department, and you can contact that person. He or she can advise you who can be your advisor, or otherwise you can just directly request the advisor. First of all, to check who's your advisor, you need to go to myinfo.highline.edu. .highline.edu. You will open this, log in with your Canvas username and password. And as I'm the advisor, I don't see, I will be able to see my advisor. So over here, registration and advising. So faculty advisor, no advisor assigned, because I'm the advisor. So you over here, if you see this, you can always request how to get your advisor. Again, if you're not comfortable with your current advisor, if you're like, you don't like me, you can always ask to request to another advisor. He or she would be able to help you. Computer science major, especially, we have this resource for you as well. So if you're a computer science major, we do have computer science website, cis.highline.edu. You can find a bunch of resources over here on this website. And for computer science students, we have Bachelor in Cybersecurity program, we have AAS, we have ProfTech, other degrees, we have web development, we have transfer degrees, and these are our, okay. So this is the faculty list over here. So you can always click any of them, and you can, if you want to explore the degree options we have. This is the program. This is the 4-year transfer page. These are all the AAS degree we offer. These are the PAS cybersecurity options we have. And these are the degree maps as well, like which path. Again, please don't do self-advising. Contact your advisor. After watching this video, if you figure out like which classes, you already know which classes to take, then just a thumbs up with your advisor that do you think these classes look good. So we have, for computer science major, we have 2 degrees, which is for 4-year transfer degrees, AA and AS. Usually students ask me like which degree they want to pursue, what's the difference between AA and AS, or which university we want to transfer. To see the difference between AA and AS, you have to watch my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.